The Bhagavad Gita is not just an exercise in the intricacies of religion, but at the same time a great exposition on justice. Justice is a critical component of almost all human endeavors. Wherever we are, we encounter at least one or two examples of justice. The Bhagavad Gita is extremely important because it tells us when justice comes from love. When I love someone, be it a human being or God, justice flows automatically. How is that the case? Because when I love someone, that love ensures that that person or that God is more than what I consider myself to be. It is therefore very important to think of Bhagavad Gita as a book on justice. What else justice implies? Justice also means a return, a sort of coming back. Just like the coming back of the prodigal son, it means a sort of surrender. We surrender to God. Now, when we surrender to God, that means we go with full confidence and with full abilities in the realm of God's justice. We know that God loves us, and we therefore give the love back to God. Now, how do we love God? We'll get there, and that will be a part of our discussion. But it's important to realize that justice and love are inseparable. When I love someone, I cannot do injustice to that person. On the other hand, when I commit injustice to someone, that means I really don't love him or her. Hence, to truly understand Bhagavad Gita, we have to take a position on justice. Especially in chapter 11, where God showed his universal form to Arjuna, the warrior. It's important to realize that that form is not the only form in which God can appear to us. God can appear in many different forms, not necessarily just the one form he showed to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. God can appear in many other forms as well, and some of them can be violent. Why so? Because a just God, a God that is full of justice, a God who is full of justice, cannot tolerate injustice. Hence, it is natural that God will sometimes, from time to time, appear as violent. Not just, a beneficial, a loving God, but also an angry God, a wrathful God. Because that is just the other side. If you love someone, from time to time you have to chastise that person. If that person does not behave according to the normal rules of behavior. Now, justice also means balance, and this balance is very fine. It's not like a visual balance between two sides, like two political parties. It's far more than that, and it's far deeper than that. So, what is this balance? Again, we'll come to that in the next session. For now, let it suffice to say that God is watching all our behaviors. Whatever we are doing, God is the Sakshi, the witness of that. Now, if we cannot behave according to the rules, the laws that are laid down by God, then we are liable to suffer from their consequences. Hence, it is important that we abide by the laws of justice, behave justly to each other, and think of God as a just God rather than simply a loving God. Thank you very much. Pranams to all. Best wishes. May God bless you.